Hello, Screamers. I'm John. Freddie is in the background right now because today I'm going to tell my paranormal experience. One of them. Right, Freddie? Say hi, Freddie.
Hey, Screamers.
Freddie's waving like you guys can see him, but he's back there. So he went like this, hey, Screamers. So, today's story is about the Shadow Man. Okay, so, Freddie, you could feel free to chime in because you were there too.
Yeah.
Well,
Actually, yeah.
You were there.
Yeah.
So what happened was I was suffering from eczema, which I still do. I suffer from eczema, which is a skin condition. And I was broken out all over my body. My eyes were swollen, my lips, my arms, everywhere. So I couldn't sleep for like, what was it, Freddie, like a week?
Yeah, like a week.
Like a week. I was up to like 5 a.m. I used to do a, what was it called? The blog I used to run? Fears and Frights horror blog. So I used to stay up all night just working on the blog because I couldn't sleep because of the eczema. It was keeping me up at night. I was itchy and scratchy. For those of you who remember Itchy and Scratchy from The Simpsons.
Yes.
So I was up all night. I couldn't sleep. So Freddie's dad worked at a place where they had a dermatologist and he brought me all this medicine and it was like creams. Anyway, long story short, I put on the creams every night and I would still itch. I don't know why. I just couldn't fall asleep. So I would just stay up all night, just basically on the computer, tired, exhausted, itching and scratching, you know. So I was working on Fears and Frights blog the whole night, just trying to get my mind off of the itching and the scratching. So I went to bed. It was like 5, wasn't it? What time was it, Freddie? Like
5 something.
5:30 in the morning. The sun was coming up. It was like 6 almost. I think it was like 6.
Yeah.
So I laid there in the bed. And the window was on the left-hand side, and there was a wall in front of the bed. So I was trying to fall asleep, which I hadn't slept for days, like I said. And Freddie was right next to me on my right-hand side. So I'm just looking up and looking at the ceiling and trying to fall asleep, closing my eyes, but it wouldn't work. And in between the itching and the scratching. And I had taken these little pills. It was just like, what was it, Freddie? Just to prevent the itching and the scratching?
Yeah, yeah.
But I also took ibuprofen. So anyway, just keep that in mind. So there's the window, and I kept seeing someone, as I look at the window, I kept seeing someone walk back and forth, like it was, I thought it was the neighbor. And I'm like, what is it? It was like like a shadow of a person, of a man walking right by our window, because our apartment was on the basement level.
Yeah.
So anyone who walked outside, I could see them walk, but everyone was asleep. It was like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, so there was no reason for people to be walking at that time, so close to our window. So I walk to the window and I see nothing. I don't see anybody walking back and forth. The neighbors seem to still be in their house. Like the door was right in front of our window on the other side. So there was no one walking there. So I peek out, I peek to the left, peek to the right. There was no one there. So then I go back to the bed. So I close my eyes again. When I open my eyes, again, this person is walking right past our window, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. And I'm like, okay, who is that? That's annoying me. I was trying to fall asleep. So I get up again. I pull up the curtains and the blinds, and I'm like, okay, there's no one there. And then when I close it, I go back to the bed. Once again, I see this shadow walking back and forth outside. I'm like, okay, this is not my imagination. So I go like this to Freddie. I woke you up. And I said, Freddie, there's somebody walking back and forth. He's like, ignore it. Go to sleep. You haven't slept in days. So I tried my best to fall asleep again. Then I'm like, and then I say joking around, it's probably a demon or something. Right? Mm-hmm. And then Freddie does some sound like, ooh, whatever. And I'm like, if it's a demon, show yourself. Right? And that's exactly what I thought. I didn't say it. I thought, show yourself. And all of a sudden, the shadow appeared at the window, like this is the window. The shadow just went like, ghosty. This is the window. And I said, show yourself. And the shadow just got right in front of the window. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, that was weird. You know, I'm just thinking there's someone messing with me outside. But then I go, Freddie, I saw someone. And you're like, shh. Freddy's like, shut up, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I'm sleepy. I want to finish. Like, you slept most of the night.
Yeah.
And he was like, I said, but you've slept most of the night, Freddy. There's someone out there. And he's like, don't worry about it. It's nothing. You're delusional, he says, because I haven't slept in days.
Yes.
Because you've taken ibuprofen, you've taken the little pills for itching that your father got from the dermatologist. I'm like, it's not that, Freddy. I know what I'm seeing. There's someone outside.
Yeah.
So anyway, I look again. I'm like, that has to be... This is getting really creepy. So I think it. I think it again, and I whisper it with my mouth. I'm like, show yourself. But this time I said it with my mouth.
Yes.
I moved my mouth to say, show yourself. And all of a sudden, the shadow man went from outside to impact the wall in front of me. Like this whole shadow just went straight in front of the wall in front of me, and it was like a bald-headed man. It looked like he was naked, like just his shoulders and his arms and his head, like a bald man. But this is the movement it made from the window. I said, show yourself, and it went like that, and it just like struck a pose right there for like 4 seconds, and I went, and it just went away like that. And I said, Freddy. And then I told you that I said, show yourself. And Freddy's like, you should never, ever tell something like a ghost or a paranormal entity or a demon to show itself, And he was like, go to sleep. You're hallucinating. And I'm like, I swear I'm not. So Freddy turns over again, and I'm like, and this time I said it, show yourself. And again, it showed itself.
Yeah, it did.
I just got so, I'm getting like the chills. I get like my hairs are standing on end. It was the scariest moment I've ever experienced by myself. Like, I've experienced paranormal activity with Freddy, but this was on my own because Freddy wasn't really paying attention. He was half asleep, telling me to be quiet, go to sleep. So it did it 3 times. It kept going like this. The shadow kept going from the outside of the window into the house on the wall, reflecting this way on the wall. Reflecting or shadowing.
Yeah, shadowing.
The shadows on the wall inside the house. And then as soon as I'm like, as soon as I gasp, it goes away. And so I woke up Freddy. This time I woke up and I said, Freddy, stare at the wall and watch this. And he's like, John, don't do that. Don't say show yourself. I'm like, show yourself. Of course. What does it do? Nothing. It doesn't appear. And I'm like, show yourself. I'm like, Freddy, I swear to God, on everything that's holy, that there was a shadow demon or shadow, whatever it was. Every time I said show yourself, it would show itself. And it would reflect. It would move from the outside of the window into the house. And the shadow would be on the wall in front of the bed. Creepy as F. I mean, it was the scariest moment ever. And then I started thinking, well, maybe I haven't slept for like 3 days. Maybe I'm hallucinating. But no, I know for 100% that I know what I saw.
Yeah.
And that was the creepiest thing I've ever experienced. And I get scared talking about it.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah.
And I love horror movies, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just creepy and scary, and Freddy kind of didn't believe me because he thought it was the combination of the pills. I said, ibuprofen, Freddy, does not make you hallucinate.
No, but I bet
the itching pills, too. You said it was because I haven't slept.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right?
But I eventually believed you.
Eventually he believed me because I kept like, I swear. But it was the creepiest thing. And by then, but the sun was up already when the shadow was showing itself. Mm-hmm. Because it wasn't even nighttime. It was like, it's scaring me at 6 a.m. or 6:30. I think it was 6:30.
6:30.
It was light out already. And so, I'm getting scared now. I'm getting stressed out. I need a drink. So that's my paranormal experience that I experienced by myself. My eczema experience.
Yeah, eczema experience.
So the moral to the story is, whenever you think you see something that you can't explain, don't tell it to show itself.
Don't.
Because it might just show itself.
Yes.
So we have a lot of paranormal experience videos coming up. Next up is Freddy's. This is the first one. Hope you guys enjoyed this little silly story. It's not silly to me. It's not
silly to you, yeah.
And a lot of you probably don't even believe it.
Yeah.
But until it happens to you, because I was kind of a skeptic.
Yeah, you were.
At one point.
Yeah.
Right, Freddy?
When I first met you. Yes.
Freddy experienced a lot of stuff before me. The reason I experienced stuff is because I met him. Because I never experienced stuff before. only one time when I was like 16.
Yeah, but yeah.
And I felt like something grabbed my feet, but maybe
Yeah.
that was a dream.
Mm-hmm.
But when I met Freddie, everything started to happen.
You witnessed.
We've experienced stuff together. He experienced
Yes.
a lot of stuff before me, which we're going to talk about in videos.
Yeah,
And so this was the first time it happened to by myself.
by yourself. Yeah.
Even though you were with me, I was still kind of by myself
Mm-hmm.
because you were sleeping and, you know,
Yeah.
the shadow man, don't come back.
Don't.
So I started to believe Freddie because remember when we first met?
Yes.
Freddie would tell me all of these stories of things that happened to him and his family. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, okay. Yeah, right. And I always had a logical explanation.
Of course.
But Freddie, maybe it was this. Or maybe it was Freddie was that. Like even the shadow man, I'm like, oh, that's the neighbor. That's the neighbor.
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
neighbor.
yeah.
But until I said,
Yeah.
show yourself, and I'm like, okay, that is not the neighbor's shadow coming into my house.
Exactly. Yeah.
The neighbor is not even outside.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's when I really... No, I started to believe before then.
Before then, yeah.
But that was the first time that I experienced something on my own.
Exactly.
Lucky me. But it's because of Freddie.
No, it's not because of me.
It's because of you.
It's not my fault.
Well,
we'll see. We'll
his
see.
family used to play the Ouija board, so there you go. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, like, and all the good stuff. And we'll see you in the next paranormal experience, which is going to be Freddie talking about... What are we talking about next time?
Oh,
You're talking about?
Well, I'm going to talk about?
Or I'm going to interview about
Yeah,
it.
we do a little different style.
We'll do a different style.
Yeah.
I'm going to interview Freddie.
Yes.
What is it going to be about? Oh, the
The
basement.
house. Yeah.
The house you lived in when you were like 8 years old.
The house that started it all, I guess.
The house that started it all.
Yeah, to me.
This is the house that they moved into.
Yeah.
That after they left that house,
Yes.
it kind of followed them everywhere.
Yeah.
And then kind of followed us.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But then again, there's a lot of stories.
Yeah, it's a lot of story.
Just wait and see.
Yes.
Thanks for watching, guys. Happy screaming. Talk to you later.
Bye,
Say bye, Freddie.
screamers.